Good morning, guys. It is Pat here with your move of the day. As you can tell, I've got my mat out on the floor, so we're going to be doing floor work today. If you don't have a yoga mat, then just make sure you're on a soft surface, okay? Some people have not a whole lot of padding on the back side, and I'm one of those people. So when it comes to my tailbone, doing ab work, you'll see me kind of tilt to the right or to the left, and that's just because it rubs on that hard surface. What you can also do is take a towel and roll it up and place it just underneath your tailbone, and it'll kind of protect it when you're doing ab work. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on your mat. All right. So what I want you to think about first and foremost, okay, sitting up nice and tall. And when I say engage your core, what I want you to visualize and do at the same time is suck your belly in and almost pulling it all the way to that lower back. All right? Good. Now your feet, I want you on the heels of your feet, toes are pointed up. I've got about a 45-degree angle, okay? So we're not up like this, we're not straight out. Just put a slight bend in those knees, okay? Wrap your hands right around the backs of your thighs, and I want you to lean back far enough until your arms are fully extended, okay? What that's gonna do is engage your core. So you're leaning back just far enough to where you don't wanna fall all the way back, and so it makes you use that core to hold yourself up, okay? Then we're gonna take those hands, and we're gonna stack them just like this. Right over, probably right over your hips, all right? Now, think about your shoulders. I want you to roll them up, back, and down. So we're not up like this. I want your head nice and high. Be able to fit a fist between your chin and your chest, okay? Never let your head sink down into this. All right, this is level one. All you're gonna do right here is dip those elbows down to the sides. All that's moving, okay, is your upper body, and you're just twisting side to side, okay? Slow and controlled movements. We don't need anything fast, okay? Good. So this is your level one, side to side. Now I'm gonna have you set a timer on your iPhone, iPad, whatever it is that you have. Could be an egg timer for cooking, okay? Make sure you keep those arms up. Don't let them dip down here, okay? Keep them up and rotate. So you're gonna set that timer, okay? And we're gonna go for 1.5 minutes before we take a break, okay? Don't worry about counting repetitions. I just want you to rotate side to side. So that is your level one, okay? Level two, in that same position, except I want you to lift one foot off the floor. Keep that slight bend in your knee, okay? Now your leg doesn't need to be way up here. Just lift it off so that all your balance is in your core, and that one leg on the floor is keeping you stable, and hands are up. And you do the same thing, okay? Now, because you have that leg up, this side is working a little bit harder, the one where the leg is lifted, okay? So, be watching your timer, and when you see about 45 seconds go by, I want you to switch legs, okay? And just keeping that foot raised. Good, everything in your core, nice and engaged, keeping that head lifted, and just dipping side to side. Okay? Good. Level three, I bet you know where we're going with this, right? Both feet are up, all right? Now, if at any time during any of this you feel that lower back hurting, okay, I want you to stop what you're doing, grab those thighs, and pull yourself up, okay? Now, when you pull yourself up, in order to relieve that lower back, I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades in the back and push that chest forward right towards those knees, okay? That'll straighten out that back. See how straight the back is right there? Because you have that curve, and then you want to straighten it out, all right? Back to level three. Extend back. Hands are up, palms are stacked, and feet are lifted, okay? Now, keep the goal here is to keep those knees plugged together. They'll naturally fall apart. You want to try and keep them up, okay? We're not looking for high knees here. Just the feet off the floor. It's going to engage that core a little bit more. And using balance is going to take the intensity of that exercise up. Hands are up, and you're just rotating side to side. Good. Now you can keep your head forward, or you can actually rotate down, watching those elbows as you drop. I like to keep my eyes forward because I have a tendency to get dizzy. Okay? Good. And you just rotate. Again, 1.5 minutes. Okay? Pull yourself up. I want you to straighten those legs out. This is going to be your lower back stretch and also through those hamstrings. If you had your legs lifted, then you had some leg work going on at the same time. Because gravity is normally pushing everything down. So when your legs are lifted, you're actually fighting resistance. Okay? So take a big deep breath in, lifting those arms to the side. As you exhale, meaning blowing out, I want you to forward fold. Good, and grabbing onto those shoes if you can, okay? What this is doing is releasing that lower back. And because I'm pulling those toes towards my face, it's really getting into the calf and up into that hamstring. Really stretching that out, okay? Not a deliberate move here. What you're doing is letting gravity push your upper body into those thighs. Nice and relaxed, good. And then we're gonna release. We're going to do it again. Take a big deep breath up. And as you exhale, blow that air right out of your chest. And then drop those shoulders and relax. Keeping those toes pointed towards your face at all times. Nice big calf and hamstring stretch. And lower back release. One more time. Big deep breath up. And exhale. Forward fold, good, and relax. Good job. Also to release that lower back, especially if you don't do ab work on a regular basis, because I don't want your back to be hurting you later. I'm going to have you lay all the way back on the mat. Good. And you're going to take those legs, grabbing onto the hamstrings. I see people do this all the time. Don't grab on top of your knees like that. You're adding pressure onto those kneecaps, and we don't want that. Grab those hamstrings and then relax those legs on top. See how my feet are floppy? I want you to just relax the legs completely, lowering the head all the way down. Okay? Right here, you're flat on your back, and I just want you to roll side to side. Okay? This is called Happy Baby. Okay? Because if you remember, you're not going to remember when you were a kid, but if you have children, then you remember seeing them do this quite a bit. It's just nice and relaxed, and when you think about it, and they're in the womb, their legs are all drawn up anyway, so this is a natural position for them. But what you're doing is you're rolling out your spine, especially into that lower back and into those glutes, which is where most people have a tendency to feel pain anytime they're doing ab work on the floor. Good. And then you're going to roll yourself up, and you're done. Okay? So, 1.5 minutes, and I want you to do it 4 times. All right? Taking that 30 to 45 second break in between. Don't just sit there during your break. Make sure that you're doing those stretches to relieve that lower back, okay? So whether you're doing the inhales and forward folds, or you're hugging those knees into your chest to release that lower back, even lengthening completely out on the floor, arms straight up overhead. Good, just nice and long. And sucking that belly button into your lower back. And then focus on pushing that lower back down into the mat. Good. Those are all great stretches for relieving pressure on your lower back. If you have a stability ball, lay over it on top of the ball and just let your body hang. What that's doing is it's putting that natural curve back in your back, whereas when we're up like this and we're doing ab work, it's actually going the other way. Okay? So you always want to reverse that move in order to release it. Any questions? Comment below and let me know when you're done and how your shakes are going. And I have to crawl over and shut this off so it's not real graceful. Feel free to end the video now, like you can just shut it down, okay? I'll talk to you guys later.